Kristen and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having an awesome week. Now, in case I sound a little bit different, I have been feeling a little bit not well over the last couple of days, but I do have a bunch of videos that I really want to get posted for the weekend in case I start feeling a little bit worse. So I was inspired to do a bunch of smaller homes. I feel like a lot of the builds that I have been doing for like family homes have been really large, especially since Seasons has came out. I've just been really enjoying doing like farm homes and homes for like gardens, and of course a bunch of apartments as well. So originally when I started building this home, I was gonna make it a starter home that was like 20,000 simoleons. And then I ended up putting on a Howard Stern podcast. You guys probably just heard Willie. I put on like a Howard Stern podcast and I got so into it that I just ended up building and I completely lost track of what I was doing. So yeah, this is what we have. I don't even know what it would be like classified as, but it is still, I consider this to be like a simple home, but it is only a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom, and then the kitchen and living area are really small. And then in the backyard where that like back room is like towards the back of the home, I ended up putting in an office and a laundry room, but I feel like if I could go back and edit this, I would probably make that spot a bedroom so that you could use this for like a small family starter. I think this is on a 20 by 20 lot. It's over in Brindleton Bay, and I think it's called the Brindleton Boathouse, I think. Something like that. It's one of my favorite areas in Brindleton Bay to build. I feel like all of my builds this summer have either been in Brindleton or over in Windenburg. I feel like whenever I am trying to build in the summer, I just want to be like surrounded by the water. And I'm actually kind of lacking a little bit on sleep. These last couple of nights it's been so muggy. And then last night was actually really interesting. It was like, oh my god, it was like 1:30 in the morning. If you guys follow me on Twitter, you probably already know what I'm gonna talk about, but it was like 1:30 in the morning and Jamie came in and he's like, you gotta come here. And I thought that like something really wrong happened. So I like jumped out of bed. We went outside on the back, like on the back deck, and we could actually hear the whales. There's actually some whales, like if you go to the other side of like our backyard, there's the ocean, and there have been, I don't know what kind of the whales that they are, but you could actually hear them. I did try to like just voice record on my phone, but it wasn't picking it up. I think it was because it's like in the distance, but that's actually the first time that I have heard whales like in real life make that noise, and I couldn't see anything, and he's just like, you gotta be quiet, you gotta listen. And my first reaction, I mean, I was sound asleep. I had woken up at like 1:30 in the morning, so I was like, oh, is that a cheetah? So I couldn't figure out what it was at first, and then he told me. But yeah, so that's probably like the most interesting thing that has happened this week. I have been home all week trying to like catch up on stuff around here, and I think that I have done a good job. I have done like 3 builds. There's still another one that I have to furnish the inside. Hopefully you guys will see it next week. I was planning on getting that one out for like Saturday, but I'm having a really hard time getting the interior laid out. Sometimes when I do a build, it like goes flawlessly, but then other times, sometimes like the layouts just, they don't work. So yeah, that's kind of where I am with the large home, but I don't want to scrap it. You guys have heard me talk about it before. Sometimes I'll like sit down and build and I just don't like how it turns out and I'll end up deleting it, but I really love how the exterior of this home turned out, so I'm like trying to save it. So I took a little bit of time off and I ended up doing this build and another one, which you guys should be seeing either Friday or Saturday. So I do have another series that I am starting. It's like a mini series, and I am hoping to have that out this weekend as well. So whatever day the build comes out, the series will be the opposite day, or vice versa. And then of course Sunday is 100 baby. So yeah, this home I wanted to use a few items that I haven't used in a while. I still plan next week to do the challenge of items I don't use, or just like do a build with a bunch of different like build and buy stuff that I don't usually use, because whenever you do so many builds, I feel like no matter who you are, generally you are going to have your favorite items that you go back to. Oh my gosh, this kitchen. I do end up like taking all of that out. The living room ends up going over there. But I did try to use those counters, but I did feel like they just didn't match for in this house because I did want to have it kind of, you know, look the same as the exterior. And the exterior was a little bit more like simple, and I felt like this was a little bit too dark. And I do want to do like an apartment that's a little bit darker toned. I used to do so many home and apartment builds that had the glossy City Living wooden floor. That was like my favorite flooring when City Living came out. And then, oh, the grid. Dang, I hate when I accidentally leave that grid on. But this home has the diagonal wood flooring that came from Vampires, and that is still one of my favorites. I used to use that all the time in my builds. I feel like whenever a new pack comes out, whatever's in that pack, that like kind of becomes my favorite items to use. So I did try to incorporate, you know, different counters, sinks, fridge. This tub I used to use a lot, but I did, I'm trying to think, I end up using the fitness shower a lot. And there is a base game shower that I love. It's like all glass. I would love to see them bring in some more like glass showers. And this is like a total random thought, but one of my favorite things when I go back and play Sims 3 is the shower and how it has that like textured glass in it. Like all of the showers have it. And I don't know if it's just because they don't have to like pixelate your sim if they go in there, but I would love to see some of those showers brought over that have that texture that's like, I don't know, I don't even know what it is. But if you guys play The Sims 3, you probably already know what I'm talking about. But I am gonna try to also post a few more builds next week, just because I don't know when everybody goes back to school. I know depending on where you are, some go at like the beginning of August, some go mid-August, while others like around here, it's not until like the beginning of September. So trying to get out a bunch of stuff so that you guys can kind of have some stuff to watch before you go back to school. Let me know down in the comments if you have made it this far in the video. When do you go back to school? And do you watch a lot of YouTube when you do go back to school, or are you kind of like settling back in? Because I'm trying to figure out exactly, you know, how to end August and September, because this is really I think this is like my second summer on YouTube, and I can't remember what I did last year. I think I was still doing the same like almost daily uploads. I don't know, I'm not really sure. I wish they had somewhere you could read about it because whatever I do is just like, okay, we're gonna try this, we're gonna try that. And I have been really honestly trying to do daily uploads without just putting out like crap content. I know a lot of you guys do enjoy mod reviews, while others are like, yeah, no. But I honestly do love doing those, but I try to do like no more than 1 week so that you guys did enjoy like 100 Baby. If you are more of like a Let's Play watcher, or if you just are here for builds, I have been trying to like make sure that my channel has a really nice even amount of everything, so that I'm not just like all builds or anything like that. Because when I first started my channel originally, I was like all create a sim. I was like obsessed with that, and then I ended up becoming obsessed with building, which is really what my channel is like the majority of. I feel like my channel now is more like 70% builds, and then I'm kind of really getting into doing Let's Plays and stuff like that. So hopefully you guys are going to enjoy the series that I do have starting this weekend, if I can get everything done, because the gallery is being a brat. I can't even get on the gallery, so hopefully when you guys see this video as well, this home will be able to be added there as well. But I really hope you guys did enjoy today's video and my completely all over the place voiceover. If you guys did enjoy, as always, make sure to give this video a very big thumbs up. It always lets me know that you guys did enjoy, and hopefully I'm gonna see you all in my next video. Bye guys!